My name is Nidhi. I'm currently a senior. I'm interested in computer science and business. Outside of all that, I ice skate. I like to bake. From a young age, I was always really interested in like STEM fields in general, and I really just found my love for how technology can change the world in regards to like the business field. I think that's what I really developed in high school, like how technology and business can be paired and how it's so interdisciplinary. My main goal was to try and make coding more interesting and more fun because one problem that I'm really passionate about is getting more like women into technology and like STEM related fields. I'm TSA president, but there are so many more guys in the club than girls. Or when I go to hackathons, I'll be the only girl in the room. Or even just in my computer science classes, like most of my friends don't take computer science. They think it's like boring or not interesting. And I knew that that wasn't necessarily the case. Like, it's not actually that boring. I wanted to change the perception of how computer science is viewed as like this technical thing and make it more interesting. So that's when I decided to combine it with something that I personally really enjoy and I know a lot of my friends enjoy, which is baking. That's how the idea kind of came up behind it. I personally found it really fun to like integrate all these like coding concepts into something that I spent so much of my time doing as a kid. When I was a kid, I would always watch like YouTube videos, baking channels, or like Master Chef or things like that. And so that's why I decided to combine the two things that I enjoyed. I definitely had to do a lot of brainstorming, like planning out all the different levels, the topics, because I wanted the app to be very like comprehensive of all the necessary coding basics that one would really need to know to have like a solid foundational understanding of computer science. So I started off with like the brainstorming, writing down every single level, what subtopics would go in each, and which recipe would be taught in each level. And then after that, it was really focusing on the formatting and the actual gameplay itself. Some of the difficulties were definitely in like the formatting of it because it's definitely a game that relies heavily on aesthetics to make it look visually pleasing and still engaging in a way. Since this was my first time creating a actual app, learning the process of it was already a struggle, but I definitely have to thank my mentor, Samya, for helping me out. I think one thing that he did that I thought was really helpful was every time we met, he ensured that I wasn't just working on the app just to make it, but also that I was understanding the actual concepts that I was doing when creating the app. Like when I would learn how to do like a specific table view or put in a button, he would make sure that I would be able to apply that knowledge into my future in other apps that I could potentially create and not just in this specific case. That definitely gave me a lot of confidence, honestly, being able to carry out a project of this level. So now, because I have that knowledge, I feel like I would be a lot more confident to continue expanding on this app as well. It definitely showed me my capabilities, but also as someone, since I want to do computer science and business, the startup world has always really like excited me. So I think by creating something like my own app, it's kind of similar to creating your own startup or your own company. And I think that kind of represented just a small part of what my future could look like. And I thought it was inspiring.